Welcome back, guys, to our Yuan Shao run. So as you guys can see, we're kind of running away with this one at this point. So what I was thinking is we're just gonna finish out the week here. So I'm just gonna do one more upload for the Yuan Shao and then one more on Friday, and then at that point I might figure out a new scenario to play. And I'm feeling I'm probably gonna go on something on veteran. So I'm gonna be starting probably a new series next week. So I think what I'm gonna do is sunset this one to the background and just finish it up, because I don't really feel like anybody can really contest me. Although it will be fun, you know, maybe fighting Liu Biao and Jing, charging into all those stacks. So I might do like a War Chronicles update occasionally, some short videos just showing the clash of armies. But for the most part, I'm just gonna sunset this one after this week and just finish it for the completion, for completionist sake, right? We gotta get that invisible what's it called, that invisible merit that the game gives you. So outside of that, well, I'm gonna keep playing the Liu Kong playthrough or charging into Cao Cao's lines. So the new live will be up on Saturday. Hopefully I don't have any internet trouble like I did last Saturday, because I was really getting we were really getting places on that one, and then it just bottomed out. So hopefully we'll be good to go for Saturday on that one. But anyway, let's get into it. So thanks to Sun Quan, easily overrun. Choshun has been easily overrun. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm just gonna use the momentum, push through, not even garrison these guys, because we're going off of the resources of Runan, which there's a lot of resources there. So I don't really want to garrison them yet. Use those supplies, and we should be beating down Xiao Pei. Okay. Let's see, my Chao's got a radiant thrust attack ready to go. We're gonna split them up. They both got dash, so they can pretty much get these two areas and then still meet up with the rest of the force by the time it gets there. Oh, does Peng De have dash? No, he doesn't. Okay. Let's see, how many... I know I've got some people transferring up here. You still haven't captured that, so I should probably just hold off on any more transfers. Is Liu Bei going to be able to take Jianye? No. Looks like he's going to run out of gas right at the very end. That's good for us. That means he's not going to get away across the ocean, because I don't... highly unlikely that I have any train engineers to get some boats out there. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just do... That'll work. Let's see what's going on across the river. Looks like Liu Bei is moving in to take this core for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I should take advantage. I should take advantage and try to take these guys out. You know, take these troops on since they're weaker. Whoops, on fire attack. since they're weaker than the other types of soldiers that he can muster. Okay. Alright, let's keep pushing through here. Alright, got that pretty easily. Like I said, I feel like most of the hard fighting was already done. Sun Quan pretty much took the brunt of it for us, which I'm happy for. Parthian shot tome. Ooh, okay. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm thinking at this point we could pay the Outlanders to go ahead and assault. We could pay the Wu Huan to attack Gongsun Shu again. We could do the same for Sun Quan down here. Just a thought. We need what, 80k? Let's see, how many resources do we have up here? 45k. Oh, we just took that. There's 50. Okay, easily. We can easily hit those targets again. Alright, now let's have... I'm gonna have Yujin keep moving. I don't know that I can use Ma Yunlu here. Guan Yu's the governor. I mean, if he deploys, he's gonna... Could wipe her out pretty easily. Let's garrison her. Just gonna move Yujin out by himself, and you know what? I can redeploy Guo Hai. That's not gonna put too much of a strain on the city's supplies, I don't think. Alright. What has higher demolish? I think Crane does it not? Oh, he doesn't have Crane. I thought he did. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna garrison her. I'll send out Yuan Xi again when he has a fresh set of troops. We just gotta fix the regiments a little bit. Let's see, do I have another city that has 80,000 already? Oh, Luoyang does. Okay, let's just pull Yuan Shao over here. We can get some Outlanders out here. Burn Sangpa. Train. Not really necessary. $11k there, 22k there. Zhang Lu has not recovered. He might not recover for a little while, actually. Put an overseer here? No? Alright, let's transport even more troops. So the thing is, there's a really weird balancing point in this game between hard and veteran. You know, because of the way that you have to factor in forces. You can have a really tough start, like this one, with Yuan, Shao and hard, where it's an uphill battle where you're clawing to make something of yourself, and yet once you start to snowball, you really snowball, which is still true to some extent on veteran. But on veteran, you still will have the, you know, there's a higher potential for having the occasional battle where things just go south, or having the occasional attack that's just completely dismantled. It's really up to preference. Alright, he's gonna get after him. That was good for me. Alright, let's form up outside the city. Dun, 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 dun. I'll tell you this, Matang's force is probably in the best position that it's ever been in the whole series. He's never really been in the greatest spot. It's usually just these three, and even then Pang Day was never like quite so strong. In this one, it feels like Pang Day's on a whole nother level, and he has decent support. You know, Yang Xing, like I was saying in the last video, Yang Xing's a lot better. He feels like he's come out of nowhere to just become a really solid general for Matang. And Han Sui, of course, is always been solid, but in this game he can be exceptionally well. Let's see. We got 4 people here. We send the 2 of them again. What we can do is just send all 3, but just have Ma Yun look for the support, the spousal support bonus. So you can just kind of trail behind. Alright, let's see. Xiaopei is a pretty small city, so I don't have to really worry too much about sending a ton of people over here, because we don't really have a ton of people. Like, despite finding, you know, who I've been able to recruit, the combination of the people I've recruited plus absorbing Matang, 87 officers across all these cities is still pretty low. It's maybe an average of 7 officers a city right now. So if you know, all the backlands are pretty bare bones so that we can develop the front lands as we move through. I actually want to get that bonus that increases conquer land. I think it's either Pingyuan or Beihai. I don't quite remember. But now that I think about it, I really like that geographic advantage. Alright, Yuan Chao is going to get there next turn, and we'll just pay off some Outlanders to keep keep attacking Gongsun Shu, keep weakening him up, and keep weakening up Sun Quan. Let's assign these overseers. Make sure it's all filled out. One person at the port here. So he's going to be the guy for it. Okay, let's go to the next one. So yeah, like I said, veteran has a little bit more of a resistance all the way through. So I'm probably going to do, I don't know what file I'm going to select yet. I have ideas. I might just do a series of really challenging runs that get cut prematurely in like 2 or 3 parts. So I might do something like that because I really enjoyed doing that last year. I just had this string of very difficult scenarios, very difficult rulers, and very difficult situations trying to survive. And those are always fun because it's like even if you get over the hump, there's still just so much work left to do. So, which this one kind of surprised me. I still thought it was going to be more difficult. But the first time I had done it, I think it was on veteran. So I think that's why I didn't get it done. You know, if anybody hasn't seen it, I do have, I did attempt this scenario, I want to say, almost a year ago. So that's up on the channel. It's only a couple of parts. But I did try to make a run with this on veteran, and it was a completely different experience. You know, I did start to turn the corner, but again, the thing about veteran is that you can be dismantled, you know, almost instantly. So there's always that constant there's almost always that constant threat of being taken apart that you just have to respect on that. Alright, so Wuhuan's we're gonna pay them to deploy against Gongsun Shu. And then once these supplies get here, we'll pay them to deploy against deploy Shan Yu against Wu again. Just to give him something to do. You know, this guy's bored. He's building up fortifications. Look at this. This guy's got, you know, he's got too much time to sit back and relax. So spice it up a little bit. You know, a little Wuhan invasion force. Oh wow, they already had 2 on the way. Now they're gonna have the bulk behind it. Alright, let's try to set up right outside range. Put him there. Okay. Oh, the city's capped. I completely forgot about that. I think I had mentioned it on the last video and I completely forgot that Choshun was a small city. Alright, we'll give it one more turn and then we'll assault it. Captured Zhangba, alright. Zhang Fei's heading back. We might be able to capture him. Actually, he's probably going to charge in towards us, if anything. Ooh, our alliance is going to expire with Liu Biao, huh? Can't have that. Although neither of us has garrison next to each other's borders, which is kind of cool. Yeah, let's do a goodwill.
やってやろう。ここに。やるとしよう。おう。
Alright, my child's a little low. Let's try to get right in front. Alright. We're getting there. This is going to take a little longer since we have to cross the little ford there. Alright, let's get these set up. Like I said, we have enough to kind of put people in the front lines. We can take a city and then get some officers in there, start to conquer it for a little bit, and then do the same thing. But the problem is we keep pushing up the advance, then it keeps getting more and more. The cities that we leave behind get more and more emptied right now until we wipe out somebody, which I guess that's going to be Liu Bei, but I don't know that I'm going to keep any Liu Bei officers. Maybe some of the Lubu guys, since I don't really get to use them very often either. Alright, oh, okay, let's pay off, let's pay the Shan Yu. Skip all that. Okay, I guess they always deploy 60k no matter what. They always deploy 3 units. Okay, how's South South doing? He's got 16. He's just going to be in position to invade pretty soon. You know, South South will be able to push through most of his stuff. As soon as he gets maybe 10k more. Alright, let's watch our assault here on Guanling. See if he deploys. I know that Guan Yu is in the next city up. And Zhang Fei's returning. Lu Bu's wounded. The only person I could see being deployed is going to be Zhang Liao. Oh, Zhang Ba came over. No kidding. Need to figure out something to do with that Parthian chateau. Where's Zhang Fei? Keep a lookout for Zhang Fei. Actually, you know what? This is good. That's a good spot. Let's do it like this. We can get her over to the side. Get her off the main road so he can bring up his bowman too. Right behind. Perfect. Luxun. As if South South doesn't have enough officers. We found Luxun as well. Okay, let's see. Sanction. Do we have any more events? No? We keep trading with Rome, I believe. I really hope they expand on that feature in future titles. just have more ways to conduct dealings with the foreign countries. You can have events and stuff like that. Sort of like, I know this is pretty old, but there used to be these like choose your own adventure books that you'd open, and so you just have a series of prompts. And I believe you basically still have video games that are made for that genre to cover that, fill in that space. And you could have that, you know, you're gonna go travel to deal with a foreign country, and you just have adventures where you choose some responses, and the game kind of determines what happens based on the delegate stats and all that, the entourage. Like, you could really flesh it out, make it more interesting than what we have right now, because what we have right now is just bare bones. We have to deploy Lubu, that's a problem. That's not good. We'll have to hit him as soon as he cuts us off. What is going on? Attack Ma Chao's unit. Why is everyone going for Ma Chao? Wow. I guess I left too many spaces there. That was one of those freak situations that only Lubu could pull off. You know, the fact that he ignores zone of command, only Lubu could pull off, could sortie and then just move through everybody as if they weren't even there. That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That tactic that he has, was he wounded? That's what I want to know. Oh man, he was wounded. Lubu is dying. Oh man, even a dying Lubu. A dying Lubu is better than anything else Liu Bei could muster. And puts my forces to shame in just one turn. Now I'm assuming the turn before he was probably near death. That's what he was at in the last video. He was in Shoshun. He did not deploy. He was near death. So maybe he deployed and he got injured further. But it's still, I mean, the damage with his reduced stats. Let's say he was near death. His stats were like 50 or so. I think they were 50 because I remember looking at it last time. So even his stats around 50 was enough to cause all that havoc. That trait that he has. Whew. He had that in Romance 11. Yeah, I remember he'd cause all sorts of havoc with that in multiplayer, you know? Because having one of your buddies using Lubu was like a headache. So you could just ignore everything that you were trying to do. It's so difficult to pin him down. Alright, let's start firing away. Man, that was so cool. That was so cool. 52-year-old, near death, Lubu goes out for one last, possibly his last sortie, and he just causes massive, massive trouble. Like, kind of reminds me of the other of the Nobunaga series, Yukimura. Yukimura was said to have caused massive problems just by himself towards Ieyasu's conquest, his unification or whatever. during the siege of Osaka Castle or whatever. Yukimura was said to have caused just a huge pain in the ass just by himself during his last stand. That's what that felt like right now. That felt like Lubu was like one last headache. Let's create chaos one last time. That was cool, man. Such a fun. It doesn't. I don't think this needs to be said, but if you haven't used Lubu in this game, you need to, or in any game for that matter. You want to experience real power. Here comes Shang Fei. I don't know if we have enough left to take the city after that. Have to send more reinforcements. That's just because of Lubu. Wow. Damn, that Lubu's meddling. Man. Alright, let's send some people to save the day here. Alright, this is going better. Transport. Unlucky day, transport. Okay. Sheiks, yeah, all of a sudden he's just giving us all the gold, huh? What is Shang Fei doing? He's gonna try to cut off our supply line. Alright, let's get Hansui to try to break him up, stop him from doing that. Transport turned around, I take it? Yep. Wow. The transport was here and it already garrisoned? Okay. What's this Wuhan go? Wow, they broke right through the fortifications, huh? They lost a lot of troops, though. They lost a lot of troops. They went from 60,000 to... Wow, they lost 2/3. They only have 1/3 left of their soldiers. They had 60k and they're down to 20k. Barely 20k. We made them pay. Let's do some barracks. I don't know why Puyang is such a big city. You know, I don't remember it being mentioned as it being a large city in the novel, or it being implied, but it's always been a pretty large city. I don't know if it's because it has an important role to play in Lubu's story, I guess you could call it. So they've just kind of expanded it, but it wasn't around in the older titles. And then I want to say around Romance 7 or 8 it started to appear. Romance 7 I think is the first time I noticed the distinction between Chenliu and Puyang. And it's always been a large city. That's just weird. It came out of nowhere. Oh, he's deployed more? He's throwing everything, huh? Zhang Liao's turn. Alright, let's rout him again. Captured again. That's embarrassing, Zhang Liao. Breaking out of jail only to be captured. I don't think he needs to use this, but why not? Alright, here comes Zhang Fei. My tank's been cut off. Ooh, okay, it's gotta be Runan, right? Whoa, the Shan Yu came all the way up here? I've never seen that before. Holy shit. There must be I mean, I know it's a random city, but it's usually this city, Jianan. I've never seen Shan Yu head straight up to the capital like that. Wow. That is a headache for Sun Quan. Oh, so we can just pay the Shan Yu occasionally and they'll just keep... I thought they'd be destabilizing, you know, like the backlands. I've seen them attack here and here. Like I said, never up here. That's pretty disruptive. I mean, look at the line. Divides everything between east and west for them. I only wish Liu Biao would have attacked. Speaking of, we have to get an alliance done with them. Let's get that renewed. Okay, we've almost got Xiapi. I can't say the same for Guanling. Guangling's really become a struggle. This is why I attacked after Sun Quan had already dealt Liu Bei a setback and while Liu Bei's army was away. Because that battle would have been insanely difficult. What? I don't know if we should... Well, I guess we can. It's down to 35 at this point, so... Yeah, why not? 300 troops. Oh, it's the end of the month. That's fine. 19k. Still holding on. Mostly because they're running out of steam at the very end here. I don't know, maybe he'll hold the city off again. That would just be really impressive if Gong Sun Shu can hold on to Beiping again. One of the things that's kind of strange too is that they added this feature where you can, like, let's see, you can autoplay. So you can surrender control, which you can't regain, but which is like a halfway point, because in the older titles you could just let the AI take over and then jump in later. And that was a lot of fun because you could just say, okay, well this like for example, Yuan Shao's force. It's like, all right, this guy's running away with it. He's snowballing. Can I stop using him and play as someone else and try to prevent the snowball? You know, and that used to be a lot of fun. You could take over, like, for example, Gong Zunshu's force up there and try to stem the tide, see if you can make a comeback or something from there. Stuff like that. Like, you could really mess around with the game. It just gave you a lot of control. Nobody joined. Absolutely nobody. Alright, let's get Zhang Fei out of here. Okay, this just leaves Beihai. Only Beihai is left. This is gonna take a two-part, a joint effort, I should say, since they're kind of out of steam here. And we're behind schedule. We should have taken Guanling so that we could move troops up here. But circumstances being what they are, I think we're gonna have to deploy some generals from over here, so let's see. Let's have Yuan Shao go himself. Well, you know what? We do need to cover a lot of ground, though. I don't know if it'd be better to send Yang Liang and Wen Chao. Or Chu. I think it's Chu. Yuan Shao and Crane could be good just for area conquer. Let's do these two. Just to keep the attrition low, because you know Wen Chao can only use arrow, which hurts a lot. It's not insanely painful on this, on hard, but I'm still kind of scarred from veteran. Okay, so that's gonna take 5 turns just to get all the way to Beihai. So we should be able to garrison everybody and reform and meet them up there. Okay, let's send some supplies. I also need to call over some people. I know I've got a few from Cho Chun kind of hanging out. Let's see. Alright, just do those 4. You know what, let's just attack the city. I mean, we have to almost have it at this point, right? No, I don't think Liu Bei's gonna surrender, so... We're gonna have to see all this through to the end. Alright. Back to attacking the city.
聞いてください。
Got some annoying units on the way, that's fine. Let's see if we can have, I don't want to waste school high on that, but let me send Ma Yun-lu up ahead. If they don't run away. Alright, so these will be the units heading out from here. Since I'm gonna send her, I might as well send Yuan Si with her. So we can keep trading with nations even though we're at 1,000. So you can keep, oh no, only because I have 10 points still to go. I think that's what it is. So it must decrease naturally over time. If it decreases naturally over time, then that creates one of the few ways that you can consistently increase your officer stats in the game. Not that it's very useful. I mean, you wouldn't want to send somebody who's needed now, but just like I was doing with Yuan Si over the course of the first couple years, because that's how long it would take. Yeah, there's got to be somebody else. +1, +3, +4. Okay. But yeah, just you could send somebody who's you don't need right away, and then they can just act as an envoy for a while, and that can get their stats up a little bit. I mean, it wouldn't be worth sending anybody who's decent, since they'd be gone for so long. But somebody who's, you know, kind of mediocre, and you can get them to solid. It's a way to kind of farm XP for them. Although it's out of your control what stats they get. I mean, how much they get. It does seem like it's a fixed, it's always fixed what they're gonna get. So it's almost always leadership, political, and intelligence. Something like that. They did lose it, but just barely. So if he takes it, does that destroy all this? Does this flip everything? Well, he's not going to take it. He's got all formation. This would be South Cao's South Cao. I keep saying South Cao. I forget that Gong Sun Shu got his revenge last video and ended South Cao. Cao Pi, if his play for power was ever coming, it'd be now. Well, he's got 11,000 men wasting away in owl formation heading to Beiping. That'd be the time to try to strike. Volley for 260, that's... whew. At least it's something, I guess. Alright, excellent. Will anybody join up? That looks like a no. Alright, lock them up.
ご確認ください。
I really thought these guys were going to turn around, but they're not. Alright. Just for our kicks, let's try to see if we can get Liu Bei to surrender. Yeah, let's release Guan Ping. That'll bring us up to hostile. And then we'll submission demand. Okay, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Jiangsu's like never ever gonna happen. Yeah, none of the Three Kingdoms guys surrender. None of the main rulers. I don't know if like the secondary rulers, Shao Pi might surrender. I don't think Sun Quan would surrender. Wouldn't make too much sense if he did. Considering he had Cao, you know, boast of 1 million strong and he still didn't surrender. He stared that down. He thought about it, but he didn't surrender. Let's destroy this camp that's just sitting there. Very annoying. Alright, you guys I think can... Should they head north? You know, if I had the ship tech, I could probably get down here and scoop up Jianye. I could put together, I could just have the Ma family head south by themselves and have the Yuans head north. Alright, let's get... Let's try to focus down Chengdan. Alright, we'll just wait on recruiting the prisoners for now. I don't think many of them are gonna come over. Maybe the Lubu guys, but we're about to take out Liu Bei, so we can just do that. If they break out, they'll only be heading back to base, so. Surprised Liu Bei isn't turning around. In your dreams. That's a Zhang Fei response. That's a kind one. Kaohsiung. Kaohsiung we might be able to get. Okay, there you go. They're hightailing it out of here. That's fine. We'll just keep chasing them. Oh, Shao Pi's got the same idea we do, huh? Interesting. Our alliance with Shao Pi is about to be over, so we could just eliminate him while he's gone. We could let him try first. Let's see, we have 1 month left. Yeah, we could let Shao Pi go ahead. I don't know. Almost at 208 as well. Alright guys, well, that's going to be it for this one. Oh, he's definitely going to lose that city. On the next one, I guess we'll either finish off Liu Bei, or we'll probably wipe out both of them. Shao Pi and Liu Bei. I think I'm just going to park my forces, let him shoot a shot, and afterwards we'll just step in. Profit off of both, and then start facing Gongsun Chu. And that'll be, I think, the last upload for this playthrough. So I'll have another, I'll start working on which one I'm going to go to next, but the next playthrough is definitely going to be on veteran, and it's probably going to be something fairly difficult. So stay tuned for a video announcing that, what that's going to be and when it's going to start and all that. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching this on PlayStation, channel's called Archive Gaming. On YouTube, So yeah, go on there, check out the videos. Live stream on Saturday. Final upload for this on Friday. Well, until next video, guys. Take care. Have